Hello, in this video we want to solve this question. If the long run cost function is given by C of y equals to 10y squared plus 1000, determine the long run equilibrium price, also derive the supply curve of the firm. Now what is y? Y is the level of output. Now how to determine the long run equilibrium price? This is a question from perfect competition. This is the question from the chapter perfect competition. The long run equilibrium price, the long run equilibrium price of a perfectly competitive firm is P equals to minimum LAC. LAC is the long run average cost. LAC is long run average cost. What is long run average cost? This is total cost by output produced, that is C of y by y. Therefore LAC equals to 10y squared plus 1000 divided by y. This becomes 10y plus 1000 by y. LAC, now y in the denominator, therefore y cannot be 0. Moreover, y is greater than 0. Y cannot be negative also. Y is output, it cannot be negative also. Now we minimize LAC with respect to y. We minimize LAC with respect to y. So the first order condition for minimization is dLAC by dy equals to 0. This implies we differentiate LAC, that is 10y plus 1000y divided by y with respect to y. The 10y becomes 10 is a constant number, therefore 10 comes here. Y with respect to y, we differentiate y with respect to y becomes 1. Therefore this becomes 10y becomes 10. And now we differentiate 1000 by y. 1 by y, if we differentiate 1 by y, it becomes minus 1 by y squared, and this 1000 in the numerator. This is equals to 0. Therefore, this is within the bracket. Therefore, 10 equals to 1000 by y squared, or y squared equals to 1000 by 10. This 0 get cancelled. This is 100. Therefore y equals to 10, because 100 is a 10 squared. Y is 10. Y cannot be negative. Therefore y is 10. We ignore the negative sign. Y is plus minus 10. We take only the positive value. Therefore y is 10. Output cannot be negative. Now we have to check the second order condition. What is the second order condition? d2LAC by dy squared is negative. That is the second order derivative of LAC should be negative. This is d2LAC by dy squared is dy of dLAC by dy. So what is DLSC? dy of DLSC 10 minus 1000 by y squared. This is equals to 10 is a constant number, therefore the differentiation is 0. Minus sign is there. Now 1000, this is constant number, and 1 by y squared. 1 by y squared is 1 by y squared can be written as y to the power minus 2. Now we differentiate. This minus 2 comes here and y to the power minus 2 minus 1. This is this minus and minus is become plus. Minus into minus is plus. Therefore this is 1000 into 2 is 2000. 2000 y cube, which is a positive number. Therefore, second order condition is satisfied. It is satisfied. Now, LAC is minimum at y equals to 10. LAC is minimum at y equals to 10 units. Now we find the minimum value of LAC. Minimum LAC is LAC at q equals y equals to 10. Y equals to 10. What is LAC? This is 10y plus 1000 divided by y at y equals to 10. Therefore, in place of y, I am substituting the value of 10. 10 into 10 plus 1000 divided by 10. This is 100, this is 100. That is 100 plus 100 equals to 200. Therefore, P equals to minimum LAC, which is equals to 200 units. Therefore, the long run equilibrium price is 200 units. The long run equilibrium price is 200 units. The long run equilibrium price is 200 units. Determine the long run equilibrium price. This is the answer. Now we derive the supply curve. The equation of a supply curve of the perfectly competitive firm is not given in the question. Still I am writing perfectly competitive firm because supply curve does not exist under imperfect competition. Supply curve exists only under perfect competition. It is assumed that perfect competition exists for this question. The equation of the supply curve of the perfectly competitive firm is P equals to LNC for P greater than minimum LAC 0 otherwise. Now what is LMC? Long run marginal cost. This is long run marginal cost. Long run marginal cost. What is long run marginal cost? That is ddy of C. That is the first order derivative of the cost function. This is, we differentiate the cost function, that is 10y square plus 1000. Then with respect to y, 10 and 2 is in the power, therefore 2 comes here, y, and 2 minus 1, this is basically 20y. LAC equals to 20y. Now we put P equals to LAC and we know the minimum value of P equals to LMC, and we know the minimum value of LAC, that is 200. Therefore, the supply curve of this firm, for this firm is P equals to 20y for P greater than equals to 200, 0 otherwise. This is the equation of the equation of the supply curve. This is the equation of the supply curve of this firm. The firm is under perfect competition because supply curve exists only under perfect competition. Supply curve does not exist under imperfect competition. That's why the firm is in the perfect competition. And this is the equation of the supply curve. That P equals to 20y. This is the equation of the inverse supply curve. Because P is here, we can write in terms of y also. The equation of the supply curve of this form equals to S equals to, that is y. Y equals to what? P by 20. P by 20 for P greater than equals to 200 equals to 0 otherwise. This is the equation of the supply curve of the firm. S equals to P by 20 for P greater than equals to 200 and 0 otherwise. This is the answer of this question. I hope everybody understood the solution of this question. Thank you. That's it for this video.